Hey, welcome, welcome, everybody. Yay, we're back. We're back.
Light
It's so good to see you all. I know. Yeah. If you didn't know, this morning I had a wonderful show with Louise Rhodes, light worker. If you get a light language, if you get a chance, you should go see it. It's really good. But anyway, today we are doing our mediumship. We've got Wisdom Seeker Joan, beautiful lady. We've got Thayer Hutchinson, our artiste. And we've got Spirit Whisperer, son of Pan. And we got Terri Suzuki, Kigaru Spiritual Journeys. Welcome, welcome, and thank you all for being here.
And
They're
that's
just
a
great
fry
fun. A pie pan.
A fry pan. No, just kidding.
Awesome.
It's
So,
a pan mark.
Pan mark.
Pan mark. That's
I have a pan mark on my forehead, I feel like.
Did someone hit you in the head with a pan?
Yeah, right? The animals always act like they could just see that he was marked on me or something. I don't know. It's weird.
All right. You are a disciple of Pan.
Well,
there you go. So anything, do you want to tell the folks about anything coming up for you? I will tell you that I saw Jean and Terri and Joan on their own, on Jean's channel. Whose channel will it be on this week? Do you have one this week?
Next week it'll be on mine.
On your channel? Okay. And that's Monday? Is that when it is? Mondays?
Wait. No, sorry, I'm talking about two different shows. I'll be on with Teri Lee and
on
Friday.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Very good. So we have your link below, and everyone needs to check. And Joan, how are you coming along? You must have gotten some subscribers, because when I went over there, it looked like it was a little bit more.
Yeah. I put up this week, I put up a couple of videos, little short videos, just about kind of the simple things of how to recognize what, that your connection with spirit. And I finally got up my new booking site up. And if you go to my YouTube channel and go to the About page, there'll be a link there. So I'm going to take
the booking. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm booked up for free readings in April, and then those will start on the 9th of May. And I already have my first booking.
All right. On your first client coming in. Good for you. And Mark, do your bookings also come off of your community page or About information?
No, they usually have to just email me at my Spirit Whisperer 88 at gmail.com.
Spirit Whisperer 88, one word?
Yeah.
Okay.
One word.
And you also do
letters.
Okay.
And then they can just inquire if they want to read it. And then I'll get, we set up a Zoom session. I do them on Zoom. And, pretty easy. I just, right now, everything's going to that email because it makes it easier for me to keep it together, keep it straight. But I've been loving it. I've done private sessions since the 80s, but it's been different this go round.
It's different, isn't it?
And the whole reading like this is different. So it's new challenges and new things. But what I really like about the private readings these days is it feels like a big part of it is just introducing that energy I call Pan to people. And then he connects with them, and then, they'll write me back and, that Pan is like still with me and talking to me. And, and that's part of it. Just becomes clearer and clearer that that's part of what I'm supposed to do.
That's awesome. I don't know why Craig's thing is staying here. I'm sorry. It wasn't intentional, Craig. Let me see. Get that out of there. Thayer Boo 2.
Yep.
At Gmail. And you're still doing readings, and you're still doing pictures if people wanted paintings. Yep.
A lot of paintings. Been walking in the woods. Walking in the mountains.
Oh, connecting to Mother Nature.
Yeah. No, if I don't do that, I get squirrely.
There
with all the trees and the water. And I've been doing some paintings. And I'm a
Spring is here, huh? Spring is here. Yeah.
Spring is here. I like to talk to nature.
Very good. Terri, not to forget how people can get a hold of you. Would you remind us?
Yeah. I actually have a new website, and it's Kigaru Spiritual Journeys.com, and they can book from there, or they can just go to YouTube to the About page and book from there as well.
Awesome. Awesome. Yeah, you're all really, really good at what you do. And I appreciate the time you devote to people here as well. And thank you all for being who you are and being here with me today, every Thursday. I appreciate it. So I just want to say hello to some folks. We don't want to ignore anybody. So let's see. We've got Scott here and Patricia and Mama Bear, Andrea. Hi, Andrea. And Jackie, Ron. Hi, Ron. Butterfly kisses. Don't want to miss anybody here. Let's see. I feel wrung out all the time. I'm always tired. I know that it's got to do with the sunspot energy, and it's got to do with lots of other things. So I understand when you're saying that, what you're feeling. Juno, G. Covington, Carolyn. Gosh, lots of folks here. It's always wonderful to see you all. Plucky Heroine, Craig. All right. Sherry, Deb, Karen. Wow. Valerie. All right. So there are a couple of people that have already put up a request. So I'll take those people first. Let me just say this, that I try to take as many. This morning, I had to leave off a lot of people that wanted to have a light reading, only because she was very busy, doing her channeling. And, we've got 5 people here giving readings at the same time. So we'll do what we can. And that's about the best I can tell you, because we only work for about an hour. Everybody's got other things they have to get to, but not that we want to ignore anybody. So, hi, Kathleen Lightworker. It's good to see you. All right. So I got Valerie S. here. She wants to know if she could have a message on what gift she should focus on.
Valerie, right when I connect in with your energy, I see a lot of beautiful light coming in through the top of your head. It's kind of like the snowflakes in the when you look out at in the nighttime. And I'm hearing intuitive. I'm hearing that you already sort of know, and to trust yourself a little bit more.
Awesome.
And Circle of Friends Tarot, I haven't gotten your email yet, so try again.
I'll see her at the top of the 4 o'clock. I'll let her know if she. I think she left. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm getting right away. First thing that lit up was my third eye chakra, which might think it might suggest clairvoyance. And I'm getting the feeling that you're kind of a visual person. And then secondarily, my throat chakra lit up, which I'm interpreting as clairaudience, because I don't feel my ears light up very easily. So that's about standing up and speaking your truth, and also listening to others, because all voices are important. So I think those are the 2 that I'm feeling for you.
Well, I kind of something like that. I suddenly felt like I was in the body of a hawk, like I was soaring or up, moving, and the vision was amazing. So I have a feeling they're really trying to call my attention to your vision, to working on taking a new perspective and developing those senses around that third eye, that whole vision thing. Yeah.
Well, when I read that question, I didn't even go to that, like those kind of gifts. I was thinking.
That's so okay.
No, I was thinking more of like a service, how you could, what service or talent or something like that. I thought you meant, which now I'm realizing you probably didn't mean that. But
That's all right,
so
Mark.
what I'm hearing though, and I did get throat chakra too. I feel like Spirit is encouraging you to use your voice to herald, this is going to sound corny, the good news or the truth to others. I feel like teaching others, spreading word or information that they may not have even thought about or something like that. Feels like somehow you're in a position where you can be a herald for the Spirit team. That's what I'm hearing.
Well, everybody hears things differently, reads things differently, and there's nothing wrong with that, Mark. Absolutely not. And it could be that she needs to take some of the gifts that the other ladies have said she has, develop them further, and then go out and spread it. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I get out of all of you. Anyway, I love those messages. They're beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So thank you all. All right. I just want to put this up. She's moving, so I wish you well packing and moving, Plucky Heroine. I just wanted to say that because I know what a pain in the neck that is. And there was something. Oh, and
label your boxes.
G. Covington said had a reading with Wisdom Seeker Joan on Wednesday, and it was great. She highly recommends you. And you're still taking free ones through the end of April.
I'm booked up through the end of April. So, yeah.
Okay. All right.
But that was wonderful. Thank you, G. Covington. I enjoyed it too.
That's fine. All right. So hopefully that resonated, Valerie. Karen Robinson, she says she would like to hear from Richard McPherson.
Is he on the other side?
From the other side, I'm guessing, yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or he's in the other room and he's just not talking loud enough.
That's it. Yes, he hasn't come back from the store.
Like, Richard, speak up. No.
I'm getting a man that's full of love and full of voice, that he was very good in his communication. He had a impressive presence. People would notice him when he walked in the room.
Mm-hmm. He's been gone since 1980, she says.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, like right away, I can feel his energy. You're like, he immediately came forward.
Yeah.
And he seems a little funny or humorous, like you said, oh, you would you? Like that. When you, the answer to your question, and, he's kind of like, and he says, well, I've been communicating with you, and you hear it or you know it. He's saying he's a little sassy, like, a big personality. Like Terry wasn't it Terry? Didn't you go first, Terry? Like you were saying, he's a very funny guy. Yeah, like, he'd come in the room and everybody would look to him for entertainment or a laugh or something. But
he's a Leo.
Oh. Yeah, a lot of that energy, huh? Like the sun walking in there, or big old Leo the lion. He says, I watch over, it looks like he's saying, I watch over the family. He's concerned about a whole group. And it's like, I watch up here and help light up choices that will suit you all to your highest. Okay. All right.
Wow.
I'm going to stop and let you guys go.
And I just want to finish where I feel like he's got a dog with him. I see a white dog or a dog with him, that he was very close to a dog. And that he was a bit of an actor, like with his voice and his presence. I also see some cigarettes or some sort of paraphernalia that he had with him all the time. It could be that he had diabetes, but that there was something that always was with him, like you would carry a pack of cigarettes with you. So I don't know if that's what it was.
Yeah, he did have diabetes.
Yeah.
And he tried to give her his husky before he died.
Okay, so that's the dog.
Oh.
Wow.
And I don't know whether he wore glasses or not, but he's, I feel like he's having fun. He's, I get the chest and the head and the chest that he'd push into people, and he's enjoying entertaining people in heaven, and they love him.
I bet. I already do, and I don't know him.
Yeah. Yeah. I apologize if I stepped over you, Joan, and it came in. I needed to get it out.
That's just fine.
Yeah.
Terri. I kind of really blend with Mark's thought, because I'm getting somebody who he really felt like this big presence, but that he was very community minded somehow. And I'm wondering if he was the guy that everybody had to know. He knew somebody. If you needed help, you talk to him, because he knows a guy.
I love that.
Isn't that great? I had a friend kind of like that. Yeah, I did.
That he's up there organizing everybody. I really feel that spirit of that. He just wants
community. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting something very similar. I was kind of seeing him as not like the life of the party in the terms of being like the good time guy, but sort of the spark plug that would energize everybody else in a group situation. I saw him sitting at a table, and it could be a group of friends, it could be a family group, or someone said actor, and it almost looked like a table read for reading through a play or something like that.
And that's what she's writing. She's writing a script. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Good.
And you coming up to him and just sort of like, there's just good energy there. And when you take him out, it's like, yeah, we can still do this. But he was sort of like the spark plug. And then I also saw what I assume are the two of you just in this lovely park-like situation in the grass, maybe on a campus or a park or something, just sort of reclining on the summer day, and he was just at ease, and just so he could be the spark plug and the fun person, but especially with you, he could kind of let down a little bit, and just he still was sort of lit from within. Those kind of people, it's like they have a light bulb inside their head, and they just are on. He was on all the time, but with you, he could lower the wattage a little bit and just sort of be. And he thanks you for that.
Yeah. I'm seeing. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm seeing the Robin Williams character who played the doctor. Patch Williams.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
he was. She says he died from an overdose of insulin. And so, though, you're writing this script right now, and I, for one, would love to see this movie. So you must let us know if this gets made into a movie, because he sounds like a fabulous person, and it's a shame that you lost him. It's a big loss. I could see. Yes, Mark.
I just want to finish up a little bit, because he's still here bugging me a little bit. He's saying the reason I'm saying, you've already been hearing me is because he's been inspiring you about this thing you want to write. And he's right around it. And he's saying, use my sense of kind of joy or carefreeness in the writing because it'll go more smoothly and have fun. And, you know, when I was hearing that and just listening to everybody, I just pulled the cards a little bit because I've been asking Pan to reflect what I'm hearing in the cards. It's just my own little thing.
Yeah.
And so, you know, I right away get you, and this is you writing and bringing forth that creative, this is the Queen of Wands, but bringing forth that creative, strong energy, you know, and a woman doing it. And then this to me is him. He's the hangman. He's sort of suspended. He's not touching the earth, but he's here and he's got this little pot of gold, which he thinks this will be a, you know, you'll get a good return from your work, I hear. And then he's just going to be inspiring a lot of ideas. We keep getting this card whenever I'm on here. You know, a lot of ideas coming from above. So again, that's just speaking to him working with you and inspiring you. And it'll just, you know, it might not be he'll come and go, hello, I am so-and-so and I am inspiring you. But you'll just, it'll just kind of come easily about how you want to tell the story and maybe other anecdotes that come up, stuff like that. And just to tell me that we were talking to the other side, I always get the death card when I'm talking to someone who's on the other side. So that helps me confirm it. But anyway.
Good. Well, she's writing it as a comedy because writing it the other way would be too sad. But she plans to give it to Will Ferrell. That's awesome. Oh my God, we wish you lots of luck. We'd love to see him in action, so to speak, through somebody else. Oh, of course.
We want to be at the debut, so since we know him already now.
Right. She said she wants to tell somebody about him, and not in a sad way. She wrote a book of poems. This will work out, I think, honey. That's what I'm getting from these people. So good luck, Karen. We're looking forward to it.
And Hollywood's desperate for stories. So.
Oh, they are. And there's some good stories.
Yeah.
We like him.
Yeah, we do. We like him.
Spread the love. Spread the love.
Yep. All right. So the next one is Craig has a main troublemaker, and he wants that person to leave him alone. You've forgiven them and moved on, but it persists. I don't know if you could put a first name up or you don't want to. That's Craig. You don't have to certainly put anybody's last name up there. But if you need that, ladies and gentlemen, then just tell me. Or if you can get it.
Even a first initial, maybe.
First initial even? Okay. You want to just give us a first initial, Craig, of the nemesis that you're having a problem with?
So I'm not looking at the nemesis. I'm looking at this from a little bit different point of view, but they're reminding me about that I feel like there is God is in each one of us. It's like a little gold nugget in there, and I'm really hearing that they want you to really abide with that power, to really think about that, to stand in your power, and this will change your aura. And I have had an experience like this before where somebody was really, really rough with me at work, and they were not somebody that was going to go away very soon. And when I changed my perspective and I kind of set in my own power a little bit, I believe my aura changed. And they must have been very, very sensitive because they changed and they quit bugging me. And so I'm just kind of really being pulled back to that idea that you should abide in that that little piece of God in you, abide in that power, and it will change your aura, and that person will feel it and
Yeah,
start
feel
to
it.
leave you alone.
Energetically, even if you don't see them, right? Yeah.
I'm getting it's an old girlfriend or somebody who has had a love interest in you, or a crush, or you had some sort of relationship, and she's a little lost, a little codependent, and is doing sort of the energy vampire thing on you.
Ooh.
Um,
Okay.
and I got that she's somehow broken. There's something broken in her, and I was like that. I had a broken heart. There was broken things in me, and I had to work hard to repair it. And I'm getting the same thing that Terri is saying, is that you send her love. I think she knows how to kind of get under your skin, sort of like the Johnny Depp situation
Oh.
trial. But that if you start praying for her and sending her love and keeping a safe distance, and I got to put like a golden or a white light around you, where when she does come after you, what reflects back is love and strength for her, because I feel like she's lost, and she's wanting to hold your hand for guidance, and that's that kind of thing. So and you can always change your phone number. Good luck, Craig. You
Yeah.
look handsome in your picture.
I know. Isn't he handsome? Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, you're a hunk. So.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I'm not getting a lot other than what has already been said on this one. It's almost like tend to your own vibration, and the higher you raise yours, the the more that this other person won't be able to relate, because you'll be going like this rather than this. Oh dear. Oh my. Witchcraft hexes. Yeah, that's
I believe my ex did that to me for a couple of years.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
No.
I understand it.
I'm rubber and you're glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks to you.
Choo choo, here comes the karma bus.
Yeah. I have to go back then and reinforce what I said. Yeah. Set in that piece of God in you, because nobody can. If you have a little piece of God in you, it's like you're a little God, and a little bit of God is a whole lot compared to us. So just set in that.
Yeah, you also need protection though. So call in Archangel Michael and have him go through the whole ritual of cutting all the cords around you and setting up protection, and putting you in a bubble. That when I first read this, I thought of something I've heard from someone else who said, like, if you really need to go somewhere fast and you can't afford to get picked up by the cops, say the mantra, the police don't see me, the police don't want me. and it's sort of like this: if you need to somehow get an invisibility cloak, and Archangel Michael, the shield of protection, and just say, she doesn't want me, she can't see me, I'm God bless you and send you on your way. But especially with the hexes and all that, you need to take a little affirmative action in addition to sending white light or whatever to her or to this other person, him or her. I wish you the very best on that. That's not fun.
Okay, Craig, it feels like a soul connection, and that you guys had a bit of an agreement to go through this somewhat. And I know you said you're done, you're finished, you moved ahead, but you're not quite. It's still not completely severed, I don't think. And it might be because of that wacky, witchcraft and crap, but it's still a little bit you know, and it might be because you feel on some level, well, I made this agreement to help her, and so I don't feel like I did, and so I'm still kind of, maybe I shouldn't leave the agreement or something like that. But it's okay. You've done your commitment. This was the time you had with her, and then you're going your separate ways. Now you can still visualize seeing her flower and blossom on her own over there. You know, you're not connected. And really severing that. You know, and I don't usually ever say this. Thank you, Butter. Thanks. But, you know, I might even make up a little white magic ritual just to bless myself and make sure I'm in a nice white light and sever any cords that are still kind of hanging on there. So that's what I'm getting, Craig. I don't.
Or the Ho'oponopono prayer. Try that too. That's very powerful.
Sending love, radiating love. It's the most powerful energy of the universe. And all those hexes and stuff, they only affect you if you believe them.
Yeah.
So,
Right. And you were curious about them.
Yeah.
Or you wouldn't have that relationship. But you
right.
chose, oh, no, I don't want. So you've already chosen to move on. So that's great. So you just go, nope, had it, been there, done that. I'm done. I'm moving this direction. Yeah.
Ex-wife.
Yes.
Ex-wife.
We
wish you well, Craig.
Yeah.
Thank you always for being here. Appreciate you.
One more quick thing. Get an image of the St. Bridget medal and put it in your house somewhere. Maybe put it in your bedroom. Juno reminded me. We talked about something that she had experienced, and that was one of the recommendations I had.
Oh. Butter says, just get a dog.
I don't know what it's this group energy. It makes them bark. Usually they're so silent, but you know, whatever.
It's okay. We love them. We're animal lovers
dogs.
here. Yeah. All right. Cynthia Pierce wonders what the best way is for her to further her psychic development.
You know, right away I'm reminded of the first time I heard Susan Lin do a thing about developing your psychic development. So you're driving around and you go, is that car going to turn left or right? You just kind of start focusing your attention on stuff out, picking up their energy and seeing what it says. Is this person got to talk to me, or just everyday things? How many pieces of mail am I going to get? That kind of stuff. And then I take a class, you know, and belief in self is 99.9999% of it.
Yep.
And speaking of Susan Lin, that's what I was going to suggest. Take a class from Susan Lin and medium Kim Copeland, like I did, Thayer did, and
I did.
Joan did.
I did.
And Allie.
Yeah.
They're very affordable and they're very good.
They're very good. They're very kind.
Yes.
Very kind and patient.
And go ahead. Susan Lin has so many videos out that include psychic development things in kind of on her YouTube channel, just to review. And on my channel, I've just done a couple of little short things, but it's about this, about exactly what Thayer was saying, sort of everyday stuff that you might not even know that considered it, that it's psychic stuff, but to recognize what you already know and say, oh yeah, that really is an example of being psychic. And then once you can identify, and especially for me, it was identifying the difference between a thought you think as opposed to a thought or a sensation that you receive. And once you can kind of parse those two out, then it's like, okay, that was one of the big steps on the road for me.
Yeah, and I agree with everybody too that, you know, don't be afraid to have a teacher or a class or something that will really help you. In the beginning of me, way back in the Stone Age, I had a mentor and a teacher that worked with me quite a bit. And then I also went to workshops. I read anything I could find that might, tell me something. When I was first starting to read for animals, I'd heard of a couple of people who communicated with animals. So I tried to find anything they wrote or said just to get like another perspective. So, that. But the other thing I'm hearing for you, Cynthia, is to use amethyst. And I would just put it right here on my forehead. Like, if you're laying on your back, you can just lay it there.
Mm-hmm.
And just let it sort of energize your third eye area. It really helps to open and expand. I remember when I was, I could not ever see very good. I could hear really well.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of wanted to help my clairvoyance. And then I actually got a headband and put an amethyst in it. And then around the house, doing housework and stuff, I just wore that. I didn't really go out with it.
That's awesome.
But I swear to this day, it helped a lot. It just really helped to open it. So, but also just laying down for a few minutes with it there. I always have it in my bath because that's when I get a lot of messages. So I always have amethyst in there too. So I don't know. It's just a good stone for.
Yeah. For activating the third eye. Yeah. That's great. I know some people also sleep with stones under their pillow. Not the big, huge ones, but some stones. So
or put them in their bra.
Or put them in their bra, except Mark isn't going to be wearing a bra.
To activate their nipples, but I was talking about you're talking about the heart chakra.
Heart chakra. I have a quartz that I had a friend put on a thing that I wear around my neck. It helps guide me.
Excellent.
It's just like it's like my buddy.
Yep.
Like Get Smart talks into the shoe. All right, what can I do now? What should I have for breakfast? Have the eggs. Have the eggs.
Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Thayer made a beautiful psychic painting for Juno. That's wonderful. Yes, and she does beautiful works because I have one too. So.
It was a pleasure. Thank you, Juno.
Annette Hartford wonders if we might give her a gift. A gift. Yeah, it is a gift. A message from her guides. Gift from the guides.
It's time to step into the light. I'm seeing a crowd of people, and at first it was light, and then this big shaft of white light came down, and then it became dark, and it became obvious that this is like a spotlight in a darkened auditorium. There's a lot of people, and it found you, and you walked up on stage, and it's time for you to step into the light. It's time for you to draw together and honor all of the experiences you've had throughout your lifetime and find a venue somehow, or maybe the venue will find you, to bring multiple strands together and kind of go for it. It's like a new, sort of a new beginning and something new, but it isn't scary to you because it's drawing on so much of your past history. But that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
And I'm Joan. This is funny. I got circle of love and light. Look ahead and plan your summer for fun. Go out and embrace life. Like go out and, I see the sunlight and being outside I mean, we're all kind of old, but back in the day when we used to go to music festivals, dance outside, and just really like let all that light, love energy come into you. And I'm hearing friends and family, embrace your friends and family, and plan ahead. Dream and plan ahead about the life that you want.
Wow. Beautiful.
Well, I'm getting a rather big, it feels big, like a big message, but on my metaphorical stage, and I was wondering who this was. Before we even started, I kept getting the word heliotrope, which is a beautiful purple plant that smells so sweet and kind of heavenly. And I think they're giving me a message that your seeking smells heavenly to your guide. But I also get the message, your guide is on my stage looking like an old-fashioned ice cream guy, with a vest with white and red and a hat. And it's almost like they're saying, take this summer, use this summer to develop your gifts, to create a sweet smell for us. Enjoy your summer, enjoy ice cream, enjoy having the time of your life. Keep going, keep going in your journey. And I'm not sure the purple heliotrope, other than, I guess that means summer to me. Maybe it means something else to you, though.
Could mean crown chakra.
Well,
Could be.
Allie, did you draw something?
I did. I drew a card that says "Believe in Magic." Woo-wee. Open your eyes. See the magic all around in nature. The fairy of the northern lights said you are also a part of nature and you are magical as well. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Very good.
Annette, what I'm hearing is go ahead and let your light shine. And I'm hearing that little song we used to sing in church when I was a kid. Don't hide your light under a bushel, kind of, that. So they're saying, go ahead and remove it. Stand proudly in who you are, because I feel like sometimes you're a little shy about it, or maybe where you are, you don't feel as comfortable sharing your spiritual, activities or journeys, or, I got the Queen of Cups to go ahead and be proud of your psychic abilities and your connection with spirit, and just be in it. This is me. Take me or leave me, because I feel like you're being a little hesitant. And of course, do what you want. They're urging you to even be more proud and present in what you've learned so far. That's what I'm saying.
Awesome. That's wonderful.
Yeah,
Thank you, guys. You did great. I just want to welcome Cheryl and Anchia, I believe her name is. Ansira, who's brand new and found us here. Thank you for coming. Thank you so much. Cheryl, if you want a message from your spirit guides, or let us know. Okay. And in the meantime, Juno says heliotrope, Greek helios for sun and tropos for turn. Connected to this crystal bloodstone, a greenish quartz with veins and spots. Could render its bearer invisible. So Craig needed that, right?
Craig needs that, yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna let it shine, little heart of mine. I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine. Yeah, I'm hearing that song.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the song I was thinking about.
Yeah.
That's the perfect stone, though, for Craig to make
it
him.
is.
Yeah, Craig.
It is.
Yeah.
Yep, Craig, if you're
There
still
you
here,
go.
get a heliotrope. Yeah.
Go to the
that's
gem
a-
store right away.
blood store. Yeah, absolutely.
With,
Yeah.
with the heliotrope, at least when I was saying it, it was all about the smell. So that's good. The heavenly smell.
There you go. Thank you. All right, good. Cheryl, would like to hear from her spirit guides, please. Good. Craig, do you remember the dancing candy boxes that used to try to get you to go to the snack bar when you went to the movies?
I remember. Milk duds.
Ah, yes.
You know, I asked for a color for you, Cheryl, and I get that purple blue, like the hyacinths, or the those flowers that come out in late hydrangea. And it moves right into you like a very open type of person. You know, I feel like you're very content, very happy. You could definitely use a little bit more company, like we all could. That you have great gifts. You have great gifts and depth, and people around you, they love you and appreciate you very much, and that is a great gift that you. It's a gift, you know, that you give to people.
Wow.
I'm seeing you traveling. I'm seeing you from above and with a straw hat on, and it's summertime, and you are traveling to a large city. And they're saying this summer it would be a good time for you if if there's been a trip you've been thinking of taking, and maybe it's abroad. I don't know if this is New York or Paris or wherever, but I just see you walking around in a kind of a milling around in a crowd in a big city and enjoying yourself, looking at things. Yeah. And they're not showing me an Eiffel Tower or the Statue of Liberty or anything, so I can't really pinpoint it. But I'm feeling it's something that you may have wanted to do but put on hold. But they're encouraging you to go ahead and take the trip.
Wow. All right.
And the hat looks great on you, by the way.
So at first I saw your spirit guide like a little white butterfly. It started flying and going towards the kind of the woods, the mountains. And then it became a full-size guide and glowing white. And I think it's a she, and she says that you have a long history, and she's kind of made it's like a genealogy history. You have from your ancestors, you have a lot of gifts coming that have come down through your bloodlines to you. And that they will help you grow these gifts. They said it would be helpful if that you maybe could think about your ancestors, your grandmothers and grandfathers, and think about some of the things you learned from them. But they are going to bring these gifts to the forefront more. But they're very strong gifts, just like others said, very strong gifts.
Wow. Awesome.
Joan, did you go?
Yeah, I did, but now I realize that I didn't answer the question. I thought it says it so clearly in so few words that you wanted to know how to hear your spirit guides, and I just gave you the message.
Oh,
Yeah.
Right.
yeah.
So I'm going to revise that and say, as far as hearing your spirit guides, think about the little things first. Think about You know, the times that you felt like you knew who was calling, or the times that you thought I should call somebody, and then you did, and there was a reason why, and try to identify those things that you can remember yourself, and feel those feelings, and then kind of ask, I'd like to feel more of that. And so that's like those first little nudges of or evidence of communication. And then affirm, I would like to hear you more clearly. And just in meditation, kind of quiet your mind and say, thank you. I recognize you've been working with me, and I appreciate what you've done. I would like to work more closely with you. Please, I'm inviting you in.
Awesome. Yeah.
And before you go, I'm hearing you are your spirit guide, your spirit of joy and love, and your gift to other people. That is your spirit guide, your heart, your giving, your natural nature. That you are just who you are, is you're connected to the love of spirit guides. So just follow yourself and who you are. And like the hydrangea, you're very, with all the different angles of the flowers, very multidimensional, like what Kigaru Tarot said. Yeah. Anyway, I'm sorry if interrupting somebody that's going.
Interrupt. I'm just going to say that Pan in my brain just went to practical right away about your question, you know, how do I hear them? He's saying you're already in communication and receive communication, but you do it more, it's through your intuition and a feeling. So it's more like clairsentience.
Yeah.
But he's saying the guides want you to be more clairaudient, and they would like you to work on that more. So I'm hearing there's a little too much interference, mental interference, when you're trying to be quiet, or maybe you're just not practicing that enough. But even if it's for 2 minutes, sit, be quiet, your mind quiet. And so help me, especially what I would just out loud tell my ego mind. That's that little chatty chat mind that's just talking about all kinds of stupid stuff that nobody cares about. And you just say, go sit down for the next however many minutes on something else. And I need you to support me by sitting quietly over there. And believe it or not, that works pretty good. And then just whatever those moments when you can, breathe. Breathe and be quiet. Just settle. And when you get that sense of being quiet, then ask for a message. And usually it's the first thing that comes. But, practice that a little bit more, because I feel like they are trying to talk to you a little, and they'd like that to be clearer. So that's what
excellent. So, yes, I get here that the divine feminine, probably angels, archangels, any divine feminine, says that big success will come if you listen. And like they explained, sitting quietly and trusting that you are hearing not just monkey mind, but something. But it sounds like to me that you are very much in tune with the messages. It's just you don't really know, if you don't think you are, maybe. Okay.
Right. I don't see she has like a lot of negative mind. Which
no. Right.
But mine was always like, you're a failure, you're horrible. But I hear hers more like it's excited.
Yeah.
But it's almost so excited that it's blocking, the quiet time. So it's more like that, which is, that's good. And at least it's excited. We go, okay, hon, sit down, be quiet so we can focus, like that.
Yeah. I agree. And we are our own worst enemies, like you say.
Yeah.
I just want to pass this along because all of us have channels except for Thayer, but this is an important thing. My subscriptions go up and down and up and down. And I know some of that is just people saying goodbye or whatever. But I want you to know that sometimes YouTube plays a few games and they just delete some people. And so check your subscriptions. Maybe that's why you haven't been able to find the show or see what's going on any of the shows. We really appreciate it. I'm not here to go on and on about how you should subscribe, although we would like you to. But if you are already or were subscribed, could you just check to see whether or not you still are? And that I will drop now. Okay. All right. So Isabelle wonders if would love any messages.
Isabelle.
I'm getting the color green. To me, which means you're very fertile with ideas and kind of creative, and that the green says to me that you're always growing and searching and thinking and moving forward. And of course, that's the heart chakra. And I'm getting the message of just enjoy yourself. Enjoy what you have to offer to yourself and others. Although I feel like you are a private person, you're, you wouldn't be a talk show host. That you have a lot going on inside of you and inside of your head, and they think that's just fine.
Isabelle, what I'm hearing is that you're about to make another opening or another, moving up another level, sort of leveling up a little bit. This is the Queen of Cups. But this moon card here, and it's what I'm hearing, what Pan said at first was, you might be feeling a little overwhelmed or a little bit over taxed, maybe a little tired, and it's okay for you to lay down and sleep during the night and just say, I'm taking the night off, I'm not working. In my dreams, I'm just going to rest and restore a little bit. Because again, with this other Seven of Pentacles, it's kind of taking a break from what I'm getting from this is taking a break from the work you've been doing up there in the top of the tree. And it would be okay to take a breather for a minute before continuing forward. Because I don't know, if you're not feeling tired, I'm just making that up. But if you are feeling tired, it's just saying, it's okay to take a little break and just, recharge.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay. Well, I got a message from somebody named Jerry. I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but their name is Jerry. And they're saying you need to extend to yourself the love and kindness that you would extend to anybody else. Take it easy on yourself. Extend loving kindness to yourself as well as others, but allow yourself give yourself a break while you're growing.
Yep. That sounds a lot like what I was hearing too, Terry. Yep.
Yeah.
It's okay to have needs and to fulfill them. Self-care should always come first, always. You can't tap from an empty well. You know, you can't get water out of an empty well. But, so
well, we can't have one of these shows without me going into one of these visions that seems a little wild. So I have, if we have time,
yes, I was going to ask for a reading for the collective. So
I wanted to answer Isabelle.
Okay.
Yeah, right away I saw like classical statues, like Greek or like Roman statues, like David or whatever, and it just kept coming up. The classics, go back to the classics. So I don't know if they mean classical Greek or Roman art or literature, and then it got more into like drama. And there might be that you are experiencing some sort of drama in your life, and they're saying, and I heard, human nature has not changed, and there is wisdom to be had by reviewing some of those. I don't know if it's the history of Greek and Rome or some of those the plays or something, but just those same storylines have been repeating themselves throughout human nature for millennia, and there's something there for you to learn, or that would be helpful to you now. And maybe you can get like the Cliff Notes version or whatever, or Allie can help you with them because she's the humanities teacher. But I just gotta, when they lay it down, I have to say it. So I hope
fine.
Find something there.
It's fine. Wanted to, we're a little over an hour, but I just wondered if anybody had a message for the collective, if you'd like to share today.
A message
don't, that's
for
fine.
what? A message for who?
The collective.
Oh, okay. I didn't hear it. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. That's all right.
I've been getting all week self-compassion there's so much. I feel like we're in Star Wars in the garbage crusher. There's all this stuff happening and the walls are closing in and Obi-Wan Kenobi is nowhere to be found. That rest, self-compassion, self-understanding that it's okay to be a little off balance or not where you're going, and move with it without self-judgment. To me, that's the biggest form of self-love, is not judging myself. And, fluidity, that's what I'm getting. Say something, you can say something nice to somebody else, but say something nice to yourself every day.
There you go. Definitely. Perfect.
I pulled 2 cards before I started, and they're bringing them up to me now.
Okay.
And this is the Healing Angels.
Okay.
And this card is the unknown. Do not fear the unknown. This is time for deep exploration and transformation. Unfamiliar territory leads to new horizons. Yeah. And the other one I got, this is Priestesses of Light, and it's wings of light becoming something new. So I think a lot of transformations afoot.
I agree. Very much so.
I was getting that the message to the collective is the collective. I've been reading people lately, and there's a lot of people who are out there on their own and feel very alone. And there are a lot of people who might not be alone, but feel different or feel alone in a crowd. You can feel that way too. And it's just so easy to let the weight of the world or the issues that we're facing just spin in your head, and to try to first of all, know that there is this collective and you're not alone, and we're all here for each other. And it's a very high vibrational place to be with, especially with Allie and all the people here and the other readers. It can lift you up and take you out of your head a little bit every day. But if you can keep having those repeating thoughts that are bringing you down, just literally say stop and replace it with the image of your choice, a butterfly or a bird or whatever, and
Right.
just keep doing it, keep doing it, keep doing it, like you're training a toddler or training a dog or something, until you can learn to just say stop and stop that turning of the negativity.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I just pulled two cards that were going along with what I was hearing. The first one is just keep your eye on the prize. That means keep focused on a positive outcome for the world and for humanity, you know, because we keep seeing a lot of news that wants to tell us that it's impossible. So you just, whenever that comes through, just let it go on through, refocus on the positive outcome that serves all of us to our highest good. And the other thing they're reminding us of is stay as balanced as possible, because things can be a little rocky in your personal life as well as worldwide. You know,
Yeah.
you're packing and it's overwhelming, or you're not feeling that well, or you're tired, but just try to stay as balanced as possible. Maybe you need to go out on a little walk in nature or go to the ocean or whatever it is. But whenever you feel yourself tilting, you know, just write yourself back up, because, you know, they just keep saying that over and over about how important that is for us.
It is.
That's the only two things.
It is. And my message was very, very similar. Whenever you're feeling yourself being sucked down into anger and, you know, I had that happen yesterday where I had somebody say something that triggered me.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to hold myself and say, you don't need to, this isn't worth getting involved in. And so I just smiled and said, okay, you know, and I think that because once we start to get angry and we dive down into that, then we become sort of stuck in lower vibration. And it's very hard to pull yourself out of that. You know, we want to try to keep it higher. But remember, it's okay to be angry about things, but pick and choose your battles. Always. Yeah. Thank you. And thank you to my wonderful readers. Thank you, everybody in the chat. Sending lots of love to you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye,
Bye, everybody. Thank you.
Readers.